Let's see when this shit goes. Oh my God, it's live right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, world. We are live. Welcome back. 3 beats later. We are just getting set up here. Give us a second. Let me see if I could tweet this out for everybody to get the link.
Hey, you. Hey, you, person watching. How was your day? Yeah, you right there. How was your day? It was good? It wasn't good. Why? How's it going to be better tomorrow? Okay, great. Perfect. I love that. Focus. Stay focused.
Tweeting out my link now.
All right. I just tweeted. Oh, wait. Yeah, I just tweeted. If you want to hit that up. All right. I'll kick us off. So what's up, everybody? It's 3 beats later. It's episode 13. I can't believe we made it to 13 episodes. And we are sampling Tiny Tim. So this was the challenge that randomly was chosen last week. It was E's selection. And we spent the last 6 to 7 days listening to Tiny Tim, which we can only thank E for, because if you listen to Tiny Tim, there's some wild shit out there. So, so this was definitely a challenge because the music is really strange. It's kind of like, I guess it's like listed as novelty. Like I listened, like on my streaming service, it was listed as novelty. And then he has a whole album that is called For the Kids. So it's, or like for the children or for the little ones. And it's like a kid's album. So he has a really, he plays the ukulele. And he's just kind of like a wacky dude. So I didn't really look into any of his history at all. It seems like he's been doing this like forever. And thank you, E. Thank you so much for choosing Tiny Tim. So many weird songs we listened to this week. But anyway, so if anyone who is not used to checking out the show, what we do is every week we put together some beats for you to listen to. But we have a whole list that's actually right here to my left or right, whatever that is, where we've kind of compiled like 12 different things that we want to sample. We spin a wheel, and then whatever the wheel lands on is what our challenge is for that week. So if you are a music maker, producer, songwriter, trying to get into beat making, trying to get into songwriting, you want to dabble around with sampling, we welcome you to join in on the fun. Every week, what we'll do is we'll tweet out what the challenge is, and you have about 6-7 days to put something together. If you make a beat, definitely just tag us on it, and what we'll do is we'll shout you out on the show, and we'll play your track. But the good thing is, if you just like listening to beats and you like listening to people talk about music, that's what you'll get here, and that's what you're gonna get today. So we're gonna talk about Tiny Tim and these beats that we made. So my 3 hosts are with me here: Piso, Earth Tone, and Education. Say hello, fellas.
Hello, fellas. Oh, you want me to say hello to people? Hey, people. How y'all doing?
Hey. What are we drinking today, fellas?
Oh, I got aqua.
So this is a golden monkey. It's 9.6, 9.5. That's pretty
what is it? What exactly is it that you're drinking, Pete?
Victory.
Golden monkey.
You're drinking a golden monkey with a third eye in its stomach?
Yeah.
What was that? E, what were you drinking yesterday? It was like tea and rum.
Oh man, yeah, no, that's a top secret drink, man. I can't.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
Paplao. No, for real. What is that top secret stuff? Tea?
Yeah, it's tea and rum.
Okay.
But it's a special kind of tea.
What? Like, how's it special?
It's a special kind of tea that make you feel proud.
All right, here we go. So we're gonna just jump right into it. We're gonna break down these beats. We're gonna play the beat, and then we're gonna show you how we made it. So we're gonna be pretty quick today because we got a lot of stuff to get to after this. Here we go. I'm gonna start it off. All right. Is everyone cool with that?
Everyone's cool with that.
So give me 1 second while I share my screen. And before you guys go on mute, just let's just double check to make sure my audio is working right. I'm working with Logic, and it is. We're good.
Hey,
We're good.
We're good.
Great.
Good.
Cool. So I'm gonna play this beat. I'm gonna let it rock for a little while. It's probably like 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna give you kind of like a quick overview of what the sample was that I took from Tiny Tim, and then how I built the beat, kind of like the structure, some of the ideas that I was thinking. Because I definitely had some things that I wanted to do. So what's up, everybody? This is Cheeky CP. This is episode 13, the Tiny Tim Challenge, and I'm gonna play my beat, and I'm gonna show you how I made this beat. Here we go.
Just take it from me, I'm just as free as any daughter. I do what I like, just what I like, and how I like
it. Cheeky CP with the hits.
That's the beat. All right. So that was the Tiny Tim challenge. This was crazy week. And I think that I kind of broke a couple of rules, especially some of the rules that we've been talking about recently. So I'll kind of go through what it is that I did. You guys be the judge on this. First off, I definitely had some ideas. There was a bunch of different samples that I was kind of like rummaging through that I was going to use, but I ended up just going really, really, really simple. The first is just that the song that I took it from is what I opened the song with. So it's this track. I forgot what it's called. You might know the name of it. It's like In the Light of the Sunshine or some shit like that. But in that one section, there's a breakdown of that song and you hear the piano start. And I just felt that those chords are really cool. It's this right here. So I just looped that and I pitched it, I like slowed it way down. So we're at 113 BPM. So this is written in half time. So this is actually like, if you want to think about it, like really like what you'd be rapping over, it's like really like whatever, 60, a little bit over 60 BPM, right? It's like, or actually less than that. It's like 55 BPM, right? So it's super, super slow. And I just let that rock, those two chords rock. And then I really kind of just built the song against those two chords. So when I talk about cheating, it was a little loop. It was a section of a song. It was just two chords, but it sounds really cool because in that sample, there's some violin in the background. So that gave me some ideas, but I really got wild with the melodies and I kind of like went all over the place. So I'm learning Logic. Usually I use Beatmaker 3. So I will just kind of show you like two elements of this beat that where I was trying to expand from what I normally do. So Logic is fairly new to me. The first thing that I'll show you is the beat is really, really, really simple. Just the drums themselves. I really just have a kick, a hat, an open hat, a snare. And I used like a weird sample that I found in Logic to have this like weird little whoop noise, right? So I'll play the beat. That's the backbone of this track, right? And then I downloaded a drum kit from Bolo, the producer, who is all over YouTube, and he has really good videos about Beatmaker 3 and different iOS apps. And that's where the kick, the hi-hat, and the open hat come from. And then I used his 808 as well. I really don't mess with the 808s at all. So this was where I wanted to kind of expand. So here's an example of the 808. So anytime you're slowing something way down like that and you're making it beat in halftime, it's going to automatically have this like bounce to it. I used some 808 glides as well, which was what you hear in the beginning. And then when I was rummaging through Logic, I found this Chinese erhu violin.
There is no Kaiser Soze.
The cool thing about this is that it's dynamically going to respond to how you're pressing the keys. So that's just a light press, and then that's a hard press. So I was able to kind of get like a cool different melody going if I press it harder on the MIDI controller. So the last thing, there's two things. One is in terms of what I've always been trying to mess with is arpeggiators. And that's what I included in the background. So when you listen in, you can actually hear, I'll try to solo just the arpeggiator here. Let's play it. Oops, sorry. So I kind of developed some really cool chords, and I wanted the arpeggiator to kind of accent those. So I started introducing tons of violin, cellos, trumpets as well. And if you hear the arpeggiator against all of that, it sounds very cinematic. We've been talking about, you know, film scoring and stuff like that. So that's kind of where this whole idea came from. So this is just showing you what's built into Logic. Has the studio violins, the studio cellos. It sounds really good. I didn't even tweak that with them that much. I added some more reverb. I added this like little trumpet line just to make it sound like a little more regal, so you could actually hear like trumpets kind of going da 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 da. And my whole idea here was make a beat that I could just pull the Tiny Tim sample out of and play those chords on the MIDI controller using a piano patch. And then there's really no other samples in here. Just take out that beginning part and I have a beat here. And it's just all inspired from the Tiny Tim chords. And the other backbone of this whole idea was make it super simple and to incorporate like a cinematic type of thing that builds at the very end of each verse going into the chorus. So those are like the things that were going through my head throughout this beat. And that's really it. So yeah, that's my beat. I'm going to open it up to everybody out there in the world.
Bravo.
Thank you, sir.
Excellent job. I'm really impressed by this beat. I love how you gave it that feel. Those drum selection that you chose is very astute. It definitely gave it that slap. And just also good use of sample of actually bringing Tiny Tim into the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a winner. Another winner.
I appreciate
Mr.
that.
Cheeky, Mr. Cheeky.
This goes against our originality rules, though. You know what I mean? I feel very, formulaic in a way, but I tried to kind of, where I could, just like incorporate.
Listen, you're sampling Tiny Tim.
We're supposed to spend at least 15 minutes clowning E for this sample selection, but
yeah, he's getting away with murder.
First of all, let me explain something to you both, okay? That's all I got.
Okay, cool. Any questions from the crowd? I'm about to pass it on.
No, I just wanted to yeah. Nice tunes, man. Nice tunes, man.
All right.
Just have one thing to say before you leave the screen.
What's that? Are you drawing? Oh, okay.
Hypothetically speaking.
Nice. All right. Okay, I'm gonna pass it on. Who's next?
He.
I'm next.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
If you say so.
I'm not going after that.
All right. Well, it's inevitable. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Pisa Erto, and I'm loading up my Ableton session.
What mic are you using right now? It's like very clear.
It's my Iron Man headphones.
Iron Man's.
Okay.
Nice.
The session, people that I'm opening up, it's called Ukulele Sasuke. Yeah.
Okay. Very.
So as it's opening and populating, I'm going to tell you a little story about this beat. This is a song that I had to sample Tiny Tim from. And I never heard of Tiny Tim before I had to sample him. So this is very fun. Okay, I think I'm loaded up, ready to go. Gentlemen, mute your engines, please. My name is Piso Earthtone. This is a beat called Ukulele Sasuke. And shout out my homie Tiny Tim. Word.
subconscious mind goes back through your memory and thinks of what you called happy, and it gives you what you already had, or something similar to it, because it thinks that this is what you want because you said you were happy. Something similar to it, because it thinks that this is what you want because you said you were happy.
All right. Enough. So I'll go through it real quick and just try to break everything down as quickly as possible. I'm not going to play the Tiny Tim sample because we're going to get ripped off of Periscope if I do so, or YouTube. So I'm just going to play the way I chop the sample. So this is how I chop the sample. I see Emery, I see E up there looking at it. I threw some bass and some weird like kind of spacious choir sounds on it. Finally got around to throwing some drums on there. Kind of went this way. That was obviously after I added the second sample section, which was this. Threw my drums over there. And I threw this little reggae sample. Thank you, Corey, for putting me on to the fuzzy guy to borrow some vocals from him. It's not playing. Oh. I pitch shifted that. And then I kind of brought everything together at the end, where I basically brought the bass, the reggae vocal sample on both drums patterns. I added another drum pattern where I threw a hi-hat in there as well. So I kind of threw it all together. And of course, I had two very special vocal samples in this track. The first one being this guy right here.
Colors jump up, the edges sharpen. And at that point, people say, whoa, wow, it's really coming on strong. And then what you have to do is you have to take one more enormous hit. and this separates the intrepid from the casual, believe me.
And of course, there's this other very interesting sample from a very, very motivational person that I get a lot of inspiration from. So, I had to throw him in there too.
So when you say in the future you want to be happy, your subconscious mind goes back through your memory and thinks of what you called happy, and it gives you what you already had or something similar to it because it thinks that this is what you want because you say you are happy from the casual, believe me. So when you say in the future you want to be happy, your subconscious mind goes back through your memory and thinks of what you called happy, and it gives you what you already had or something similar to it because it thinks that this is what you want because you said you are happy.
So that's my beat. Word.
Yo, amazing. Amazing.
You know, YouTube's gonna take down my vocals, right? And that's copyrighted.
Amazing.
Yo, what?
Wait, those are your vocals?
No, I don't. Whatever guy whoever that speaker is person. Yo, why would you?
That's Terrence McKenna too? Is that the sample?
Yep, that's Terrence McKenna. Yep.
Yo, is he talking about DMT or like psychedelics? Okay.
Nice, man. I really, 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 really like
I
that.
vibed on this.
Even the Tiny Tim little vocal that you put in there. You didn't talk about that.
You didn't talk about that, yeah.
Yeah, I did throw that in there. Yep.
I really like this, man. I don't know why you
Thanks,
were
guys.
Are you sandbagging over there? Trying to
Nah, just teabagging.
Oh boy, here we go. Couldn't have a clean one, could we?
some rum and teabagging.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it.
That's really good stuff, man.
Well, damn.
Fun.
Okay.
Fun times.
All right. Well. Shit. I'll just go. So yeah. First of all, before I go, P.
Yes, sir.
Not that we get clearance from anybody else to be using these challenges, but next time you want to use, Coach Emery, you gotta clear that with his agent. You'll be getting a phone call right after this video.
See, I figured because it was a personal voice message that I could get away with it, as opposed to, like something from like a podcast or something of that nature. I felt that's how I felt like I could get around the copyright.
Yeah, no.
Because I knew if I sampled something directly from the podcast, that would be copyright infringement. But if I get a personal voice message,
I think it's cleared.
It's actually inadmissible. It's inadmissible.
I mean, who's to even say that it was you? You're the one who's claiming that was you. I didn't say that was you. I said that.
All right. So moving on. Moving on. So I'm gonna play my track, and then we're gonna. All right. So, gentlemen, mute your engines, as P would say. So, clearly, I didn't sample any motivational speakers or Take It All Halloween. But so this is just a quick sample where I pitched it down like very, very, very far. So we are using Tiny Tim, and this is the track. Basically, you hear this main part here. So that is just a vocal piece of Tiny Tim. I mean, an instrumental part of Tiny Tim on the track, and the same track that Corey sampled. And so what I did was I just took multiple pieces and pieced together a melody from the sample, but they're all throughout different parts of the song. And then this is a random piece of his vocals over the same part. So just like a vocal accent, nothing crazy. I use Play Beat. If you watched yesterday, you know Play Beat is one of my favorite VSTs to use. So, and then the last thing that I did was on this beat, I did some vocal, just like vocalization, just kind of like playing out stuff in my head, ideas that I had, and I ended up using them on the track. So there's these, what you hear right here. So each one is just a different me being a goofball. So this is the yeah. And that's the beat. That's what I did. Gentleman. I can't hear you.
Very interesting. I think it was very creepy. You said you didn't go Halloween, but it sounded pretty Halloween to me.
Halloweeny.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a very unique. I could tell those were your vocals in it, but I knew you put a really cool filter on it, so that was dope. Which filter was that?
That was Nectar 3.
Oh, okay.
Use Nectar 3, and then yeah.
So yeah, very impressive.
Yo, you're muted, Corey. You've been talking for mad long, and you're muted. Yes, what the fuck?
Shit, man. I'm sitting here like trying to like, man, why is Alex talking over me this whole time?
Yeah.
The vocals, distorted vocals. Do you like Kid Cudi?
Yes.
I don't know why that makes me think of him, because I think he does some kind of like experimental stuff where he plays around with like a lot of distortion and stuff like that. That's the first thing I thought of.
Yeah.
And then the other thing would be the little blip in your snare, the little blip.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? Is that the snare sample, or did you?
Yeah, that's the snare. No, that's the snare, and I intentionally wanted that in there because there's a part in the song that it like almost goes with, and it's like you barely hear it, but it's a little interesting.
I really like this too, and I thought it was kind of it definitely had like a minor dark feel to it for sure. And all those vocals, man. Are you recording that on your new mic?
No, I just recorded those on my iPhone. I was making the beat,
really?
and as I'm making the beat, I had the idea, and I just recorded it into my voice note.
Yeah.
And then I just, chopped it up.
This is nice, man. I think were we talking about how does Ableton have the ability to have you hum a melody and have it'll pick up the MIDI from what you hum?
No. It's actually a VS. It's a microphone that is paired with a VST. That you have to buy. It's a platform. I forgot what it's called, but it's dope. But it's like $200, I think it is. But it's cool. I watched this drink called MIDI Mondays, and he does a lot of tutorials on VSTs and stuff. And he was the first one that showed it to me, and I was just like, this is incredible. So yeah, it's dope.
With what do you mean? What did he show?
Well, it's like a microphone that you get, like you buy.
Yeah,
and it comes with a VST.
Okay.
And then that software has the ability to do that for you.
See what the MIDI is. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can control any VST with that. So if you were singing into Pigments, for example, it would play that melody based on what you do with your voice.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Super crazy.
I was just thinking about that because if we get something like that, I mean, that's kind of like a game changer right there. You could just sit there, just hum out a bunch of stuff and then throw an instrument on what the MIDI just popped up. If it was accurate, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, he actually made a beat without touching the keyboard or anything. He made a beat with just a mic. Because you can do your drums too.
That's sick.
Yeah.
This was nice. I really liked it. Can you, I was going to ask you to play one more time. Just the beginning. Can you share again really quick?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Everyone that was the biggest challenge of this week was like trying to fit some
random stuff. I'm glad I picked it. And it inspired me to come up with.
I'm not glad you picked it.
You did well though. I don't know why you're not glad I picked it.
Wait. Okay. So if anyone is just watching this out of the blue, they're like, who is Tiny Tim? Why are they sampling this? And why are they have if you could choose anybody to sample, anyone in the world, there's like tons of like old school musicians, amazing people out there. I'm
assuming you're about to say Tiny Tim's not one of them, huh?
Tiny Tim.
Yeah.
So I want to know really quick. I know that we were supposed to spend 15 minutes on this, but when did you first hear of Tiny Tim, and when did you know that you wanted to sample him?
When did you first fall in love?
When I first fell in love with Tiny Tim. So here's the thing, man. So I heard of Tiny Tim a long time ago because my dad was like crazy into music. My uncle was like crazy into music. So I always heard music that was just like the oddest of music, along with regular music as well.
Yeah.
And so I never knew who it was until I saw Insidious. And I was watching it with my daughters, and they were just like going crazy over this song. Like, oh my God, turn it off. I'm like, what song was playing? So I'll go in there.
It's just in a horror movie.
And I'm like, oh, wow, I love this song. And I'm like, no, stop, don't play that. So I used to play all the time to mess with them. So, that's where I really like actually knew who the artist was. But I used to hear his music a lot. Sad.
The tiptoe through the whatever.
No, just other songs. Like I would just hear other songs.
What was that? What was an Insidious?
Oh, tiptoe through the tulips. Yeah. It's like
because it was like
eerie. When, like, he's like in the living room and it's like a window open and a record player is actually playing that song.
Oh man, that was like my week listening to this music too.
Yeah, it's.
I was looking behind me and shit. I'm like,
he has some songs where he actually uses like a deeper voice, which is interesting, and he has an album full of covers for other artists too.
Yeah.
Like, that was weird.
He has an album where he's just in a studio and he's talking to the engineer, just telling stories about his wild. He's like, oh yeah, and then in 1974, I met Elizabeth Taylor, and he sounds just completely.
His voice doesn't. Yeah, his voice doesn't do the thing that he does when. Yeah, that's weird, but it's cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I have gifts I want to present to everybody.
I'm very. Not ready for this, bro.
Yeah.
We don't know yet. It's like gag gifts, man.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So I need to share my screen.
Oh shit.
Oh.
I'm okay.
You have to share the screen.
Yeah. There we go. I need to add the audio again because I turned it off. So here's the Zoom. Apply. And then, okay. So these are things that I got for you guys.
What?
And first, can you hear the audio?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So first off, I need, I'm going to start, trying to sell some beats and stuff like that. So I'm in the market for tags, right? I actually went ready to create some tags, some producer tags. So first I want to give a shout out to, he's actually an artist who's about to drop an album. It's Jatavian, and his Twitter handle is at JTVION. So he helped to actually create these tags. He actually has an album coming out October 30th. You can check it out. It's going to be unreleased tracks, and it's on unitedmasters.com is his album coming up called Young Lost Soul. So shout out to Jatavian. Shout out to the Twitter family of producers who are all great, and everybody's helping each other out there. So these are the tags that I had made. This is mine. Here we go. You ready? Wait, you can't hear that, can you? Oh, I know why. Here we go. You ready? Okay, so that's one of my tags he made. That's what you heard in the track today. Then we got this. This is gift number 1 for you guys. Okay, you ready?
3 beats later.
So we could drop that on something.
Later.
Who knows? Okay.
3 beats later.
Then E, this is for you. Okay.
Oh, shit.
You ready?
I'm ready. Okay.
Classes in session. Classes in session.
Okay.
Classes in session.
You like that? That's yours to have.
I like that. Okay, we'll work with that.
Pass you the file afterwards so you could do the classes in sesh.
Sweet.
Piso, this is yours. You ready?
The Knob Master. The Knob Master. The Knob Master.
Wow.
The Knob Master.
All right.
Is that a door closing?
What? Yeah. What's that?
I might be.
That's like a firecracker door handle.
It is like a squeaky door closing.
Yeah, it's like fireworks in a doorway.
The Knob Master.
Knob Master.
I like that. Big shout out to Jatavian.
Yeah, and those are your gifts. So I'm gonna send you the files. You guys could, throw those in the beginning of your beats. All right.
It's a lot better than I thought it was gonna be, actually, because I thought it was gonna be some like a Tiny Tim shared or something like that. Like I thought it was gonna be really, really ridiculously amazing. You know what I'm saying? So I was expecting a lot less from you.
Oh,
so I appreciate that.
Dope.
He's about to cry, man. He's crying.
Hey.
Wow.
You're welcome. Only the best for you guys.
Facts. So I am going to start off with the flowers.
Do it up.
Corey.
Oh, word. Thank you, man.
P. Corey.
What? Oh, wait. I didn't know if you were actually.
But see what had happened was, P, I was vibing, man. I was vibing. And you took my voice and you almost got the, like, is that a crown on your shirt? That's a crown on your shirt. You was ready for the day, huh? I don't know if by default I have to give you the flowers because you have a crown on your shirt, but Corey, man, you definitely overachieved this week, like tremendously. Yeah. So you get the flowers this week.
Thank you, sir.
P, you get honorable mention, and then like the other person gets whatever's left over.
The other person.
Yeah, whoever that other guy, the fourth square of down
being
there.
yourself.
No, the fourth square down there. Yeah, but no, it was a good week though, because I feel like I liked everybody's beats. And P, I don't know if you noticed or not, but that's the kick from Gold Digger.
What?
That's the kick from Gold Digger that you used. Kanye Gold Digger. That's that kick from Gold Digger.
Really?
Yeah. When it started, I thought you was about to go. I thought you were going to actually go with the Gold Digger like drum pattern. I thought that's what you had like sampled, but that's the kick from Gold Digger.
I didn't know. I didn't realize that. No.
Yes, you know my brain works like that. But yeah, it was the kick from Gold Digger. yeah, it was a good week. Okay, someone else.
I'll go next. This was tough for me to pick. I think I was vibing with Peas to start with. So I'm going with P this week. The one thing that I think E does every time he starts breaking down his beat, like I start liking his beat more and more. And this is another week where he started showing like his drums and everything, and I was just like, oh, that's sick. Oh, that's sick. But I really liked all the, the stuff that P was doing, breaking down the chops, introducing again some really cool samples. I was also going to sample E at some point. And when you did that and pull it up, I was like, he stole my idea.
Listen, first of all, let me explain something to you guys. That was sent to you guys in strict confidence. Now it's all over the internet. My thoughts, and you know what I'm saying. That's invasion of privacy or something.
That was good thing is that was only 10 seconds of the
10-minute rant. Yeah.
But this has had really great tracks. I really liked I really liked what you're doing creatively with like the vocal stuff. I think even with your mic, man, like you got a really nice mic now. You could start throwing that in there and just adding distortion to it and stuff like that. And it's gonna be a whole new world once we start hearing more than the Notorious VST.
Magic carpets and shit.
Yeah, so great job, guys.
We just heard P sing.
I'm giving P my flowers though.
We just heard P sing just now.
I accept the flowers and thank you for giving me flowers while I'm still alive. They say you're supposed to give you your roses while you're still living.
Yeah, we caught it. Yep.
Out of this week, it was as always. It was always a difficult week. But in terms of just the beat that, unfortunately, I feel like it moved me the most, even though he but shot himself in the foot by saying that he wasn't being creative, which I disagree, but I understand that. But I'm gonna have to give it to Corey just for technical reasons.
Yeah, how do you say you're not being creative? Like that was not.
I mean, it just the foundation of the beat was just kind of like two chords, and that's kind of like every time I build off of that, in the back of my head, I'm like, should I?
First of all, okay, so let me give you the background of why I gave you the flowers this week, because you went theatrical. If you know me, you know that that's my lane. Like I love theatrical. I love score music. So once you do score music, it's like the Kanye songs where he at the end where he elaborates for like 2 minutes and goes crazy, like Bring Me Down, crazy. Oh my God, that was dope. It's like 9 Kanye songs I just love listening to the end of the songs or like the middle of the song. So yeah, Roses is another one. So that put me in a mindset of that. And especially when you brought the beat back in, I'm like, oh shit, it wasn't over. So now it's like I got the chance to have a break from it, get theatrical, and then come back to the beat. So that was it. It did that for me. So yeah, definitely kudos for that.
Yeah, that's the only area where I was like, okay, this is being creative here, because it was like building a chord melody that wasn't like a natural minor. It was like all over the place. So some counterpoint in the violins and stuff like that. But
yeah, I knew you were going to sample that part. That's why I left it alone. Like I know exactly the part Corey's going to take.
I thought we were going to have the same beat. I was like, shit, we're going to have.
I was like, listen, I'm not touching that part. But this was a good week, guys. P, what's wrong? What are you doing?
Great week.
Yeah, P has a habit of doing things that we can see through his glasses. He's like shopping on Amazon.
Yeah,
I'm definitely not shopping on
watermelon cedars.
The screen that I'm looking at actually is the Twitch screen.
Okay.
I was looking to see if we had any people on Twitch.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we gotta promote that channel. Yeah,
we do. Follow us on Twitch.
All right, so I got the wheel up. I got the challenges behind me. E, you were gonna replace Tiny Tim. Do you want to? We need you to replace it before we spin this wheel.
Yeah. Okay.
E. Yes. I swear to God.
E. He's listening.
I swear. Do
What's
not.
up? Bro,
Don't.
what? What's what?
Bro.
What?
Bruh.
What?
Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Okay.
We did Tiny Tim once. Don't make us suffer.
Okay, fine.
Again.
I won't make you suffer again. Just replace it with Marilyn Manson.
Okay. That's dope.
Marilyn
I
Yeah,
rock
it's
Manson.
with
very
that.
dope.
Okay.
And
so that-
and Marilyn Manson has a new album out, by the way.
Ooh,
Okay.
even
Just
tastier.
came out last week.
okay, so that is number 4 on the list. Okay.
Yeah. And guess what's gonna come up?
So we're gonna do 2 dummy spins. Okay.
Okay.
Just because the dummy spins have been
Who decided that though?
Corey, the winner. Well, actually, you guys both won, right? No, he won.
No.
Who won?
Corey won.
Corey won. Okay,
I got
yeah.
it.
So he picked 2. That's why he just
2
Okay.
dummies. You ready? Here we go. You
Wow. You talking about us?
ready?
two dummies later.
Dummies later.
Wow.
This is dummy spin number 1, and it is 3. All right,
That would have been.
that would have been
Oh my god. Wait a minute.
65 BPM. no sample.
Wait. Can you stop for a second? Wait. Number 5.
Yeah.
Before you continue.
Okay.
Before you continue, I have to ask a question. Corey, say something so your screen pops up.
Yo. Check.
Okay,
Check.
Cool. All right. So number
Check. Yo.
number 3. Number 3.
65 BPM. No sample.
How can
Wait.
you have a BPM request and a no sample request? That's 2 requests in one.
That's the challenge. It's not a request. It's the
That's
challenge.
2 challenges in one.
No,
challenge.
it's the challenge. It's very easy to sample a track at 65 BPM. You just get a 65 BPM track, or you get a fast track, slow it down. But if you got to make an actual original beat at 65 BPM, it's a lot different. So that's the challenge.
What I'm saying is that it's a double challenge. That's all I'm saying.
I understand that, which is why you should hope it doesn't land on that.
Dear God.
Wait, I didn't understand.
But
He's saying it should only be one or the other, 65 or no
but
sample.
oh, I got you. Okay.
But I
But
decline to.
if that's allowed, then I might have to modify some of my changes for future rounds. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, well, for this round, it's about to land on 4. So get ready to
All right,
sample.
you
Marilyn
ready?
Manson.
What is
Here-
4?
Here it comes.
Marilyn
This is-
Manson.
He
Oh my
changed it to Marilyn.
Oh
All right,
my
you ready?
God.
Spin.
Ready?
Oh my God, this is gonna be horrible.
6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Afrobeat.
Wow.
There we go, everybody. Landing on 6. It'll be
Interesting.
So what is 6?
6 is
Afrobeat.
Afrobeat.
Okay.
Very
So-
nice.
Cool.
So there's I would recommend listening to the entire
Burna Boy album.
Burna Boy album. I would even say the Black is King album has at least
Yes.
half those
Yeah.
Black
tracks.
is King.
And they are amazing. That whole album is like, I'm like studying that album because it's just amazing.
So dope.
It is.
Dope.
I'd say half of those tracks are really heavy Afrobeat.
This is fun. I'm glad this came. Who what is instructional supergroup?
Instructional supergroup is where you go, like it's kind of like what I
Wait,
said before.
Close the share.
Oh,
Corey.
sorry about that.
It's cool.
It's kind of what was on the last list, where you go and you find videos from musicians who essentially are like showing you how to play the guitar, and you could find instructional videos from any of your favorite musicians, right? So if you wanted like Dennis Chambers to be your drummer, you find an instructional video, you sample his drums. Then if you wanted him to play with Jaco, you go and you find a Jaco Pastorius instructional video, find a bass line, sample that. So it's basically like piecing together like a super group of like all the most amazing musicians, people who've passed away, people who are still living, and making a track using drums from this drummer you like, using guitar from, this guitar player you like, and bass from this. So you kind of like build your
That's a tough challenge.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have to be, you could just do 1 or 2. Like I think like just 2 musicians is probably the minimum,
But you know me, I'm gonna probably just sample the whole song.
But any others you wanted to talk about? Because we didn't talk about the new list really.
Beat contest.
that was another one of mine. That's where we go and we find somebody who's doing some sort of a beat challenge, because there's a lot of them online, a lot of them on Twitter too.
And we just jack somebody else's beat challenge contest. All
We
right,
just we make a beat and submit our beats to that challenge.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's actually a cool challenge. Now hold on. The iOS app, Leave Your DAW, right?
Yeah.
Once again, it seems a little duplicitous in the sense that leaving your DAW is one thing, iOS app is another.
Oh yeah. Oh well, I
So
guess that was clarified.
You're saying that we have to use an iOS app?
No, just use an app. Like you guys, even if you have Apple or not or whatever, like we would all decide which beat making app to download, and then
Like
download it.
The koala one
Like
you were talking
that's the
about?
one I've been talking about, but there's others out there, and we would just say let's mess with this. I would recommend Koala. I think Koala is kind of getting a lot of buzz right now. I don't know if you see people making beats on with it.
No,
right
I
now.
haven't, but I'm interested in it. I mean, if it works, it works.
Yeah, I downloaded it and I just messed with it for like 2 seconds, or I watched the video on because you download it and it gives you a video right away. It seems easy enough, but I've been seeing some people make some really, really cool stuff with it. So I haven't dived into it, but what we would do is pick something and decide the app and then just go in and mess with it and then share our screens from our phone and show the beat that we made on our phone.
Dope. Well, that sounds great, man. I think that wraps us up for this week.
Yeah. Good stuff. All right.
Very good week, guys.
Yeah.
So Afrobeat for next week.
Here we go.
This is gonna be an incredible week, guys. I like this week already.
All right.
So,
peace.
Well, 3 beats later. Yo, P, what's with the smile, man? Oh, that's what that 9%. That's what that is. And 9%.
Beats.
That's that victory. The victory beer.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.
6 beats
Have
later.
a good night. Peace.
All right. Peace.
Peace, y'all.